So, can a tattooing be a hobby? And I would say, yeah, it can be, but there's one problem. For you to be allowed to physically tattoo people, you have to have premises. The premises have to have a license. The license which says that you have a permission to tattoo a person under these circumstances or environment. Which means, as much as it becomes a hobby, there will be quite a lot to make as a not hobby. So, for example, like one instance could be you physically get a shed built up, a house built up, or a corner built up, but you physically there's like a list of every council where they have requirements, what you're supposed to have, what should have, or you must have for you to be able to tattoo in those premises. And if you can make your council happy, and if they are okay for you to have it, cool. It becomes your hobby. You can have an environment. I would say you're gonna spend a couple of thousands before you even start a hobby. Second, if you have no license and if you tattoo people, that's illegal. You literally go against the law and you can go quite big fine. It depends. I think, well, the law states that you can't do, but I think it goes individual by accounts of what they will do to you, depending on what you have done in that what's his name council. So you gotta be careful. Second, you could, if you're decent enough, you could go to a shop, and there must be a shop where they nice and chill people, and they will allow you to occasionally, sometime here and there. But then again, you will need to have a license in that premises for you to be able to sue people, because if you have no license, you can't. So it's easy as that. The shop will have a shop license which says the shop can operate. Then they have a license for them to employ people, and then you will have a license for you to tattoo people. And then yeah, you can do it. And so it's doable. I would probably say don't play around. If you consider tattooing, go full in or don't even start. There's nothing in between. Because if you don't start, well, if you keep yourself like a low level, nice and chill and blah blah blah, you're not gonna be good enough for a long time. Yeah? So you're gonna like destroy a couple of people's skins a lot. And many people's skins a lot, frequently, occasionally, as a hobby. And the progress of your skill set will be extremely slow because, well, it's only a hobby. You can only do occasionally, sometimes here and there. So you're not gonna gain massive skill real quick. So there will be a lot of people who will be suffering. Second rule, I would say go full in. Like full in. Draw every day, turn your hobby into profession as soon as you can. Because a lot of people, so this is gonna sound controversial, yeah? But a lot of people, even if they work in a studio, they treat that as a hobby. They draw occasionally, sometimes, and not always they're gonna turn up. I've heard a lot of studios doing that. Not many studios people turn up. They're literally booking people. They don't turn up. They don't draw. They don't make videos. Don't make reels. Don't educate themselves. Don't read extra material. Don't study the stuff they don't know or not good at. Don't practice lines. Don't practice shading. Don't practice. They literally treat that as a hobby, even though they work in a studio. And it's not cool. And people can feel that. And people don't wanna book in with hobby people. You know, like if someone's hobby is to build houses, he's not gonna build a proper house. Someone's gonna allow him to maybe lay some bricks here and there, but no one's gonna like give him a serious job. And same like mechanics, like you can change oil, maybe you can put some screws in here and there, maybe change a bumper, but no one's gonna give you like a proper job because you do part-time, you know. And it can be done. I wouldn't recommend to do. If you can do drawing, painting, digital art, anything like non-human, non-blood, non like if you draw a drawing, that's on a paper, cool, you can bin it. But if you draw on a human skin, that drawing is gonna be there longer then that person is alive. Because even if that person dies, that tattoo is still on that person on the funeral day, even if his soul is not in the body. So, you know what I mean? And like, just because it's your hobby doesn't give you permission to like scar people up. So just don't do it. Don't play around. Go either full in or just give up. I don't keep in between. I know too many people in between. They nobodies. Nobody wants them, and they worry themselves why nobody wants them, but they treat it as a secondary, some sort of like hobby. How people can see that, people can smell from miles away. People not dumb. People understand how it used to be, how it's now, how it used to flash sheets be cool. They were nice. They had portraits and all that. What these people do now? Those type of flash sheets, what they produce now, it's just embarrassment. Like where this industry has been now and where it's going. People make 5 lines and they reckon it's a flash sheet. Whereas back in the day, people spent hours to create a flash sheet. And that was classed as a flash sheet. People had some standards. What they do now, just kids, scratches and little drawings. It's not cool. Yeah? So my advice, don't do it. It can be done. Don't do it. Simple as. Yeah? Take care.